What's up? What's good? What is happening? Welcome to my live stream, The Actual King Smith. Yes, my government name is actually King Smith, and this is a crypto video. Before we get into this video, let's get the marketing stuff out the way. Where am I streaming at? Multiple platforms. You can find me at YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.tv at The Actual King Smith or Twitter at Actual King Smith. All right. Now that we've got the marketing stuff out the way, in the description box below as well, you will find my link tree that has links to all of my social media. Every last one of them. Except for Instagram. But I'm the actual King Smith on Instagram as well. Okay? So I'm everywhere. None of my social media is private. If you want to hit me up about something, hit me up, which is what somebody did. Okay? Yesterday, I got an email from somebody that saw one of my videos. It's one of my most popular videos, actually, because Practical Investing shared it, and it was how to withdraw your crypto from Bitmart and move it into your checking account. Somebody that had way more followers than I did shared it on his page, and it was one of the main reasons that my YouTube channel blew up. So shout out to Practical Investing for putting me on, essentially, because that video definitely changed the trajectory of my channel. Okay? So somebody who was having issues with Bitmart reached out to me via email, theactualkingsmith@gmail.com. As you can tell, I try to stay on branding. All right. And the person, matter of fact, let me just bring up the email. I should have had this up. Let me just bring up the email here. All right. And I'm not gonna include the person's email address or anything like that, but I am going to make sure that I read it for what they wrote. And in the title of it, it said Bitmart. And then he said, "Good evening." So this was yesterday at 6:43 p.m. The person wrote, "I hope all is well. I got your email from YouTube, which I have my email address on my YouTube channel for a reason. Because if there's an opportunity or something that people want to be able to reach me, email me. All right." He said, "I got your email from YouTube. I really need your help with Bitmart and transferring to Coinbase and then into my account. I'll reward with prayer hands." And then he said, "My name is ... which I'm going to actually bring up a video. He agreed to talk to us and to me earlier as we were on together about what happened. Or I was trying to help him, but then he'll share kind of what we concluded. And then he linked his Instagram name in Instagram as well, which was fantastic because here's the thing. I get emails and stuff from a lot of different reasons. All right. And sometimes because I do YouTube content, I'll get scammers or people wanting to shield crap cryptocurrencies that I'm like, I'm not interested in that. So for the most part, I try to sift through and see what's real and what's not. Okay. And in this case, I went to this person's Instagram and saw that it was an actual person and not a bot or some scammer that was trying to scam me. When I also went to my Instagram page, he had also written me there as well. Now, if you're an Instagram user, for people that you're friends with, there's a primary inbox that things come to, and then for people that you're not Instagram connected with, there's like a other. All right. So I didn't really get the notification that he had written me, but about the time he emailed me, he also wrote me on IG as well, saying the same thing. Now, the type of person that I am, look, I'm busy like most people. All right. Like most driven people, I should say, because there are people, I'm not going to call them lazy, they're just not driven. But being that this person had reached out, being that they watched my content, I'll be honest, I didn't even see the part where he said, "I'll reward." I was just like, you know what? If the timing can work out, because I'm not going to stop anything I'm doing for free to help somebody out. But if I have time, I'll help the person out. So I just simply wrote him back via email and said, "Hey, man, thanks for reaching out. if you're cool with coming on and doing a Zoom call, let's link up. This is what time I can make this work. And we kind of went back and forth on the timing thing, but we agreed upon a time. I sent him the Zoom link and we linked up earlier today. Okay. Now, before I play the video, as I was trying to help him out, what he was describing, I was like, well, that doesn't make sense for what I'm expecting the steps to be, okay? Because I've done this numerous of times. So I asked him, I said, hey, if you're comfortable, screen share. So this was using Bitmart, the phone app versus like the web, all right? Which I initially was like, all right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show him how to do it on my side because I don't mind screen sharing, showing how to do it and walking you through the steps, okay? Or if you're comfortable, you can screen share and I can just kind of guide you. That was my plan for helping him out. All right. So when he screen shared, one of the first things that I noticed was that his app did not look like my app. Okay. And there were some glaring errors that when I look at it now, I'm like, it should have been obvious from the beginning. So I asked him, I said, what are you using? Is it an Android or an Apple? Which I have both. Okay. I got, you know what? I think I've talked about it so much. I got more than one phone. All right. I got 2 Android phones and 1 iPhone. And I have a lot of the same apps on all 3 of my phones. Okay. So the fact that he was on an Apple and I was on an Apple, I said, all right. I'm like, well, maybe, just maybe, there was an update or something, but we'll continue. So the wording and how things were, like, there's an assets button on my page, and that's what I was trying to get him to go to. But he didn't have an assets button on his. It just said wallet. Okay, so there were a lot of the terminologies that were very similar. His was also in dark mode. So initially I was like, well, maybe this is just in dark mode and there's a different version that I don't have the updated version. But I had never seen that version, and I've been a Bitmart user for about a year and a half now. Okay. So it was baffling to me that I wasn't able to help him out on something that was easy. I mean, it is easy to transfer crypto once you understand what you're doing. It's just like transferring from one bank account to another. You just want to withdraw from one wallet address to another address. So logically, in my head, this big old dome of mine, it wasn't making sense that the terminology was different and things, didn't work out. There was also one text error that I want to highlight too before I play the video. There was a text error that said, select the amount of gold that you want to input. And I was like, gold? We're not dealing with gold. We're dealing with cryptocurrency. So finally, I said, hey, do me a favor. I said, tell me where you got the app from. And the moment that he said, what's up? That's when it clicked. When he said, what's up? I said, oh no. I stopped and I looked him, dead on the screen. And I said, what I'm going to have to tell you, you're not going to like. I said, it is my opinion based off of where we're at now that you got scammed, bruh. And I asked, I said, where did you get it from? Like, why did you go this route? So he was saying that, as he was hearing about cryptocurrency and things like that, that he wanted to get into it. He had heard about Bitcoin and, all this other stuff. So he reached out to somebody who he had knew from school, and they sent him a link to this dummy version of Bitmart. So just to kind of double check, because I'm about 80% sure at this point that this person had lost his money, and I'll let him tell exactly how much he had put into it before he realized that, something's difficult, something's not right. But I asked him to download the version from the App Store and log in. Okay? Because if the version that he had that he was working with was indeed the correct version, he should be able to log in fine. And Bitmart allows you to use either a cell phone or an email address along with your password. And one of the things that I always say on my channel too is ensure that you have like two-factor authentication and all of that stuff set up, which I do for my Bitmart. When I log in, there's a code that's sent to an email address. And I go and I log into that email, I get that code and put it in. Then I'm able to get into my Bitmart account. I have that stuff set up for all of my centralized cryptos. All right, your Bitmarts, your Coinbases, your crypto.com, all of that stuff. But let's get into this video. I'm going to play the video. I asked him when we kind of realized that, he had been scammed. I asked if he was willing to let me record the Zoom session so that you can hear from his words what happened and we all can learn a lesson here. Let's play the video. All right. Hey, so I'm online with somebody who found my content. This brother had reached out to me and he said, "Hey, King, if you don't mind helping, can you show me how to withdraw money from my Bitmart account over to Coinbase?" And look, I've told everybody on my channel before, if you got any questions, feel free to reach out, right? He did. And he also helped himself by verifying who he was by sending a social media link, because I get emails and stuff all the time. 90% of what I get is scammers. But when he verified who he was by including his social media, I said, all right, cool, this is an actual person. We started going through the process, but something was different. His version of Bitmart did not look like my version of Bitmart. And we were both using the iPhone app. So I started asking him questions like, where did he get the app, version from? And tell us where you got the, app version from and what we kind of ultimately came to.
Okay, so basically, long story short, I was working with a friend, went to school with. We've been doing like kind of like business deals, transactions. I wanted to get into the crypto world. So, I reached out to him and we did some things. And I noticed he sent me the link to Bitmart. And then now I'm figuring out that, there's you can go on an app and Bitmart is on the app, not the link. So then I'm putting money in there, we're doing trading, we're doing deals. And then he's like, oh no, put this amount in, put this amount in. And I'm like, but I'm not able to withdraw anything. So then I'm reaching out, he's not answering, trying to figure out how to withdraw the funds, but I'm coming to a conclusion that I can't. So then I research different things online and I go on YouTube and I speak to you, I reach out to you the proper way, the protocol. And, you started trying to help me, but then realized, wait, how did you find that that version of Bitmart? Hey, I do WhatsApp link. And then, come to find out it's, it's like, I think a dummy app, which I put $14,000 into that. But I know people may look at this as, what? It's a lot of money. I should be here going crazy. I can't, because if I do that, then you can't think properly how to get that money back. It's like a raging bull.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be mad and you miss opportunities that can help you get that money back. So I look at this as a learning lesson and just for people to just be more careful when they're doing certain things.
All right. I know that this wasn't the outcome that you had reached out to me for, but thank you for at least being willing to talk about it on my channel so that hopefully somebody else out there that's viewing can, not walk down that same path. But
right.
hey, I'll tell you what, man. But I think that there's a lesson in this, and that it came from somebody that you knew and trusted.
Right.
Which is the thing that people sometimes don't see. So if y'all are dealing with cryptocurrencies and things like that, use the official app, use the official web page to log in and do your transactions. So yeah, that's his story. That's a guy who I was on with earlier today, attempting to help him do something that I've done fairly often, and that's move cryptocurrencies from one crypto wallet to another, and then ultimately back into my fiat or checking account. So if y'all heard his story, he said he had been putting money in. The person kept suggesting and telling him that, oh, we got to go make, this amount of purchase and things like that. And that's a big red flag. Okay. I have my peers, people that know that uh, I trade in cryptocurrency and stuff. I say invest. I invest in cryptocurrency, and they'll ask me, "Hey, what should I get? How much should I get? Yada yada." And I always say, "Look, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you the ones that I'm in, and I'll even tell you how much I get in it from time to time. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you should take $4,000 right now and go get Bitcoin. You know, it'll definitely give you a return. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm never going to do that. I will make a suggestion, or I'll share the ones that I'm into and why, but I'll never specifically, send you an app that's not that you can't get from the official Apple Store or Google Store for you to be able to log in and stuff like that. Now, I said make sure that you're using the official web links and the official apps. In the description box of my videos, I have referral links to all of the major crypto exchanges and the ones that I use. Okay. Even if you click on those links, I will tell you, verify it is the actual exchange that you're going to. And there's different ways that you can protect yourself by doing that. Okay. I feel for the brother who had lost that much money with somebody that he trusted. He said in the video it had been somebody he had done previous business dealings with and stuff in the past. So to get scammed by somebody who is one of the worst ways to be scammed. Okay. So, yeah, wanted to come on and share that story. That's my video for today. Wanted to come on and share that story. Okay. And also tell you that your boy was on yahoo.com. All right. I put a link to a video that was filmed in partnership with Wounded Warrior Project and yahoo.com. The Yahoo crew was excellent. The film crew was fantastic. And I'm going to end my video sharing this video with you guys out there. It's about 4.5 minutes. And then when that video ends, this stream is ending. I'll be back on tomorrow with another crypto video. And I'm out. Peace. All right. I thought I was gonna get done. I almost accidentally played my outro before the video ended. But shout out to Yahoo, shout out to Moody Warrior Project. All right, WWP as I call it, and other people call it. It's a fabulous nonprofit that does a fantastic mission. You guys have the ability to support them. Please do. I'm out. Now I'm gonna roll my intro. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm supposed to talk about payroll token because I'm still getting around to finishing it. A money bug.